Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys stopped by for today's video. Once again, I am doing a what's for dinner video, but I am doing something a little different this week. So I wanted to go ahead and share that with you all. My husband is on a heart healthy diet, and then you know that I have been doing anti-inflammatory. So with the two of us having to alter the way we eat, and honestly it is quite a big alteration, we tried to step outside of our comfort zone and do something we've never done before, and I ordered some meals from Home Chef. Now, Home Chef is not sponsoring this video. They have no idea who I am. I paid for this with my own money, and so I am giving you my honest feedback, and truthfully these were actually pretty good. We've had about 8 different meals now, and we've ranked them from best to least favorite, and you know, some things I might do again, some things I might not, but the thing I like most about this, and the whole reason we did it in the first place, was to get ideas on how to cook healthier meals for us. Because with Home Chef, you can put in, like if you're counting carbs or calories, whatever the case may be, if you need more protein in your meal, you can put all that information in, and then it'll generate recipes for you. But then once, you know, these recipes that I'm making in this video, I don't have to order them again from Home Chef. If I don't want to, I can actually just go to the store and get these ingredients myself and make them at home. So it's given me ideas on how to cook healthier and just kind of different things to eat that we've not really had in the past. So I'm going to share 3 different meals from Home Chef. I'm going to share that with you guys in this video, and I will do my best to type out some directions in the description below. I don't follow every recipe to the T, and you guys know that about me. I just kind of read recipes for inspiration. I did follow them quite closely, but not everything. Like, for example, if we didn't want the dressing, if we didn't like that, then we just didn't use it. So you'll see here in just a minute how we do things. So I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of what I do with each meal, let you watch me make those, and then you can find the recipes and directions and stuff in the description below. So this first recipe is an almond pesto chicken with lemon garlic butter potatoes. And the first thing I did was I washed off the potatoes, put them in a little bit of water in the microwave, covered it in the microwave, and cooked those for about 6 to 8 minutes. And then in the skillet, once the potatoes were done, I put the potatoes in a skillet with some olive oil, some minced garlic and parsley, butter, and then they gave me a chimichurri, some kind of seasoning. And got all that stirred together until the skins got crispy. And then with the chicken, I'm going to season the chicken both sides with garlic pepper and some salt. Now, the salt that I'm using in all of these recipes is a Mrs. Dash table blend. It's not actual salt, but I'm going to fry the chicken in some olive oil until it reaches an internal temperature of 165 degrees. And then the pesto sauce is almonds and pesto and lemon. However, the lemon I don't add to the sauce. I leave it on the side because my husband doesn't like lemon, so there you go. This turned out to be a really, really delicious dinner. It was one of my favorites. The potatoes, I had forgotten to add the seasoning, the table blend of Mrs. Dash to it. So make sure you don't forget that, because they do need that extra seasoning. This next meal is a corn and steak strip risotto with fresh tomatoes. I have never made risotto before in my life, and so this was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. First thing I did was I prepped everything. I got my tomatoes chopped up, my green onions chopped up. I take the steak strips out of the package and chop that up, and then I will sprinkle there's a pot roast seasoning that they give you. I'll sprinkle that and the pepper on it, and then to start the risotto, I placed a little bit of olive oil into a medium size pot. I add corn and the green onions, salt and pepper, and I stir that just a little bit for a couple of minutes, and then I will add the rice and stir that for a few minutes before I start adding the hot liquid. I add 1 cup of boiling water to the rice, and it should be that first cup should cover the rice all the way to the top, and then you want to stir it often until almost all of the water is absorbed, and then you're going to add a half a cup of water from the I'm using my tea kettle, and stir often until nearly all of the water is absorbed, and you're going to repeat that process till about 20 minutes when your risotto is done. And then you're going to take it off the burner, and then I added cheese, sour cream, and some more salt and pepper. And then with the steak strips, I heated some oil in a pan, added the steak to the pan, and then a little bit of I cook it through first, and then add a little bit of water and the tomatoes, and they give you a demi-glaze, and you add that to the steak with a little bit of pepper, and then you kind of want to mush all of this together. You want to break down the tomatoes. Once your meat is done, you're going to put your risotto on the bottom and then your steak strips on top, and you can garnish with some extra green onions. I actually cooked all of the green onions together. I don't really care for the raw taste of green onions. I prefer them cooked, but this was really good. It wasn't our top dish, and honestly, I think that I needed to add a little bit more salt to it. The table blend, it did have a little bit of a bland taste to it, but if I'd been using regular salt like the recipe calls for, then this was perfect. So this was a good meal, and I actually am going to look forward to doing this one separate from what it calls for. It does give you variations, like you can use shrimp, so I think I am going to try shrimp one time with this risotto recipe, and we'll just see how it goes. This next recipe is one of my favorites. It's jalapeno popper stuffed chicken with garlic buttered vegetables. And the first thing I did was get all of my vegetables chopped up and cleaned off. I chopped the almonds, and then I minced the garlic and then the jalapeno. Got that set to the side, and then I'm going to, in a mixing bowl, combine the cream cheese that they sent, some shredded cheddar cheese, and the jalapenos, because that's the mixture that's going to go into the chicken. So then I take the chicken and butterfly them and put the cream cheese mixture in the chicken, and then you're going to bake this in the oven. It's a 425 degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. And then while that is cooking, you're going to put, now this is where I varied from what the recipe said. I actually just dumped everything into the pot. I dumped the green beans and the broccoli, and then in a small bowl I had added the garlic and water and the chicken base and some salt and pepper and butter. And then once the vegetables had cooked for about a minute, I put all of those other ingredients in there, stirred it up really good, turned the burner down to low, put a lid on it, and then just left it until the chicken was done. And it kind of got this little brown yumminess that was cooked on it. So this meal, like I said, was one of my favorites. I like anything with jalapenos and cheddar cheese. It's a flavor combination that I enjoy and my husband enjoys. However, my daughter didn't care for it, so I think she ended up scraping the stuffing out of the chicken, because the chicken was good. It was good and tender, and the vegetables were so good. I will say one of the things that I like the most about ordering these meals from Home Chef is that they give you the exact measurement of everything you need. For example, if I only need an ounce of sour cream, well, I don't have to go buy an 8-ounce tub or anything like that. I can just use the portion they give you, because sometimes I'll need just that, and then the rest of it will just sit and go bad and end up throwing it away. So I do like that. That's the biggest plus from these meals. It's portion control and less waste when you have those other ingredients in your house that you're not going to use for anything else. So all 3 of these meals from Home Chef, I do give thumbs up. Everything we've eaten so far has been really, really good. The only negative thing I can say is one of the first meals we ordered, there was some kind of a cucumber sauce we were supposed to make, but the cucumber had been frozen all the way through, so you couldn't use it. But other than that, everything has been delicious. If there's something they send that I don't like, well, I don't use it. I can use something in its place or omit it altogether. But all in all, I really did enjoy these meals. If you guys give these a chance, and you can totally do it without having to order from Home Chef, let me know what you think. If you do anything different with it, let me know what you do. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love you to subscribe. Come back and see what we do here. Hang out with me some. Talk with me in the comments. I love hearing from you guys and getting to know you a little better. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.